this was brilliant, brilliant. Initially, the violins were the principal instruments of choice for this artist. It was a violins, violins, violins. Then it took on a Middle Eastern, Moroccan kind of vibe, with the instrument flute becoming the principal instrument right till the very end. The fag end, in fact, of this composition, it was a Jethro Tull-like flute sound. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The flute, the violins initially, violins coming in right at the end again with the flute. It was completely enjoyable, that it was like a whole album. You're sitting and watching a whole play with this music playing in the background, and a whole album you're listening to. This is what it felt like. This was a complete composition. It had different parts, different stories, I'm sure. Could think of different things that are happening at different points in the song. But all in all, as reactors, as listeners on Inoma, definitely I enjoyed the whole composition. I enjoyed the Middle Eastern Moroccan bit the most. It had a wonderful, delightful vibe to it. But overall, the whole thing was good to listen to. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Call it the strings or call it the wind, both of them collaborated pretty well over here. And I like the outro. They ended it with a bang. I like the music in terms of it being more of an ambient music. So if you want something to be playing that is equally pleasant and lively, I think this would be a good choice. To create an ambience in your home or even at workplace, music like this should be good to listen to. While doing light work or while doing something, working on a project or something like that, music like this can help someone perform better. So it was more of, for me, it was more of an ambient music than anything else. I liked, and at times it, plays a little pacey or something like that to grab some attention. But overall, it's an experience that you're listening to throughout the composition. I don't know what all were there supposed to be as part of the theme, what exactly was supposed to be a message or what they were playing, what was the concept here. That I could not pick over here, and nor that there was any English title that I could relate to it in those terms. But for me, it was more as a pleasant listen. It was sometimes invigorating to here and there when the violin would pace up. And towards the end, of course, it ended pretty well. So it's a good experience music when you're listening to it and you're just enjoying pleasant music, that kind of music. It started very mildly, slowly, and then it has its own journey. It has its own points where it keeps going.
Yeah, I could definitely see us enjoying listening to this a few more times.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to request a reaction like this to songs like this, we definitely love to listen to them and share our honest view on it. This is patreon.com/Inoma. That's the link you have to go to. Or you can click the link in the description box of this video. This composition was requested by Martin, our patron. Martin, who has been a patron for a few years now. Yeah. Absolutely incredible to listen to this, Martin. Great choice for us. It's difficult to talk about songs like this, when there's so long and there's so many parts. You kind of have something that you want to share while you're listening to it, but of course you can't interrupt it. We never interrupt a song while listening to it. We listen to it like a music lover or a music listener should in one go. So at that time there were things I wanted to say, especially when the Mediterranean, Moroccan, Middle Eastern vibe kicked in. Definitely wanted to say what was on my mind. Lots of things going on. I'm sure they had a lot of stories behind this. It would be really interesting if anyone actually commented, or the artists themselves have someone who could share their opinion on what exactly this whole composition was about.
Yeah.
Because you have your own things in your mind. I'm sure they had a particular thing in mind when the Middle Eastern thing came in.
It played on different levels.
And then even the Jethro Tull kind of sound that came in towards the end, where they chose to end the composition with the Jethro Tull-like flute sound. What was all that about? Was there an actual story? Is there something that we don't know? Let us know. Was it just creativity at its best with this outfit? So that is it from us. Thanks for requesting this, Martin. Hope you have a great month of July, all of you listeners, and hope we get more requests like this one, where we can sit down and enjoy the music and share our experience with you after listening to the whole thing. I'm sure you enjoyed listening to this music too. If it's your first time listening to it, share your views in the comments, what you thought of it, of this composition. That's it from us.